Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Sly Talk. I know this is going to be my first show, um, and I'm doing it by myself. I know I wanted to try to have a couple of extra people on with me so we can have a full blown conversation, but I think I'm just going to do a solo show tonight, um, and just going to go live and wing it. I just had something kind of interesting happen to me this evening, and I don't know. I just kind of felt like sharing it. Because it is, of course, what we named what I named the caption of the movie, or not movie, of the stream. You know, people need help. Um, Everywhere you look. I mean, this is probably one of the strangest times to live in. Simply because of just the way the world is. I mean, you know, we have people against people. You know, your opinion matters, but then it doesn't, and then it's just it's rough. And then on top of it all, we have COVID. Um, just that icing on the cake that just feels like it wants to destroy the world, and it's tough. It really is. Whether you're a father, a brother, a son, a mother, a sister, whatever. Um, Somebody down the street that you've never talked to before in your life. We are all human. And occasionally, sometimes it just takes somebody to reach out to really touch somebody. And I bring this all up because so to I guess set the motion with it all. Um, Minding my own business, you know, putting gas in my car, you know, not worried about really anything, you know, got my mom there, and I just happened to kind of glance out of the corner of my eye. There was this girl standing there, bundled up, had to try to have like 3 or 4 layers on, looked like she was cold as death because it was literally 28 degrees out. And the temperature was only supposed to get colder here in the next few hours. So she had said something out, asked if I was happening to go a certain way. I said, no, I'm not at the moment, do you have somebody else to call or anything of that nature? And it was kind of at that point, like, I could just see her, you know, she probably reached out to, and I mean, I don't know, you know, um, just probably, reached out to a dozen people online. Everybody says, oh, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. And, 10 minutes later, you get that text message. Oh, by the way, I can't make it because of this or something of that nature. And I could just, I could just kind of see the pain in her face. Um, and it's tough to see somebody like that. I think it's tough for everybody to see somebody like that. I think at the end of the day, it really kind of hits us to a certain point where, you know, if that was me in her shoes, the least I could want would be somebody to at least acknowledge me. I just pumping my gas, watching 2 or 3 people just walk by her like she's invisible. Kind of it hits you. Like just hi, how you doing? Something of that nature. Like we, I think, take a lot out of context for a couple things. People need help, and then there are people that abuse that. And then there are people that even abuse it even further. But I had got done pumping the gas. Went in to pay, came back outside. I was like, do you have a ride? Is somebody gonna come pick you up? She's, I don't know. She goes, somebody was supposed to be here like an hour ago. I've been waiting outside for 2 hours, and I'm like, that sucks. So let me do this. Let me. I'll be a nice guy. which I generally try to be, and I normally don't do this at all, you know. But so I said, give me 15, 20 minutes. If you're still here, I'll come back with my car. I'll pick you up. I'll take you where you need to go. You know, completely out of my way. Not that I'm not asking for the Gold Star Award or anything of that nature. Um, I just feel like it was the right thing to do because someone sitting there with, basically, after talking to her for a little bit, basically everything that they could possibly have on them because of the situation that they were in, kind of really just makes me thankful that, I did stop, that I did listen, that, it takes a split second to change somebody's life. Not that I'm saying that I changed your life or anything of that nature, but it does. It takes a split second, a quick hand. It took me altogether. I went back, dropped my mom off, grabbed my car, came, you know, she was still there. Rolled down the window. Do you still need a ride? Yeah. Hop on in. Took her down, bought her a pack of smokes, you know, and we kind of went on our merry way, So I took her down about probably 15 miles away. Wasn't nothing major, just, whatever. I drive by myself listening to music longer than that, so the least I could do is help somebody out and not expect anything out of it. But, getting to talk to her and everything, she's a really nice person. Just somebody that, unfortunately, circumstances get to a certain point, and this is where I think I want this channel to really kind of take a lot of upbeat flow from is, what we learn from experiences and how we kind of move through life and the discussion to be able to have these experiences and everything. I can sit here and share this experience solely on my own because it is what it is. It just happened. And I felt the need for some odd reason to get on here and talk about it for 20 minutes. Maybe, but it comes back to the core of we're human. I spent the better part of a half an hour tonight getting to know somebody completely strange. Somebody that I would, honest to God, never talk to in a million years. And she would probably never bat an eyelash at me either. And, I probably did something for her that not many people have done. And again, I'm not trying to ask for the pat on the back or anything of that nature, but it just, I listened. That's all I did. Listen. I think I barely talked. I listened. And I mean, in all honesty, I hope I hear from her again. I really do. She was a really nice person. And, gorgeous woman, and I mean, I really hope I hear from her again, if nothing else, know that I made a friend and made some kind of a difference in her life by getting her to where she needed to be to at least get out of the situation that she was in a horrible, mentally and physically abusive relationship, granted, from what she was telling me, and I'm not trying to downplay that or anything of that nature. Physical violence in any type of relationship, I think, is a horrible atrocity. It has, you can't, how can you call yourself human being if you feel the need to puff your chest and beat the shit out of, and pardon my French, beat the shit out of your significant other just to make you feel like you got a big fucking dick, because you probably fucking don't. It's probably why you're beating the shit out of her, because you got a fucking little dick, you dumbass. But I mean, it is what it is. I would never condone violence of any kind against, any significant other. whether you're gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. I don't care. I don't care if you're in love with the toaster that looks like your catty corner from the side of the kitchen wall. I don't care. But the last thing you do, if that toaster is your significant other and you whack it with a baseball bat, you know, in all honesty, I hope the toaster falls on you in the freaking tub and you fry to death because you're a dipshit. But, that's an exaggeration, and pardon me for saying so. But, it is what it is. Like, how can you physically beat somebody down, whether it be physically or mentally, to the point where they are literally barely performing regular adult activities? Like, you have somebody so beaten down and stripped down to feeling worthless about themselves because you feel like you can, or you have to have that type of control. Let me tell you something, brother. You are the worst scum in the world for doing that. And in all honesty, I think you were probably one of the first people who need to be taken out back and beaten. And have some fucking sense knocked into you. Plain and simple. I know these are not the views of everybody, and I know that, and these are just my opinion. But I'm sorry if you are a guy who mentally and physically abuses, well, either or both. If you mentally abuse or physically abuse your significant other, or female on the other hand, in all honesty, not that I'm condoning violence, but, you deserve to have everything put back on you tenfold. Because you are intentionally ruining somebody for what? For what? What is the cause of it? Why? You have no reason other than the fact that, you have little dick, big dick syndrome. You have a little dick, so you have to act like a big dick. And I could be completely fucking wrong. I don't know. I may not even know what the fuck I'm even fucking talking about. But anyway, let's get back to the fucking story here. So, I dropped her off, made sure she made it in all right, and ran on my merry way and came home, And like I said, I hope I talk to her again. She seemed like a legitimately nice person that, really kind of is just genuine, and I really enjoyed my, even it was only a couple minutes with her, I enjoyed the time with her because she was fun, or not fun, she at least talked. And that's what everything's all about. I like talking to people. I want to hear from people. I want to talk to people. I want to do things, and have these conversations with people. And, whether the soft, easy subjects or whether the hard subjects or, whatever, let's talk, man. Let's talk. And I mean, that's what this channel is all going to be out, here on Sly Talks. Just, let's share some stories, man. Let's talk. Share some stories, share some point of views. Whether we get 5 views or 500,000 views, whatever. It is what it is. And in return, I hope everybody here can sit down and take a deep breath and just be like, whew, it is what it is. But let's have a conversation. But anyway, I felt necessary to share that story because, I know I may not do it all the time. And I know I don't do it all the time, but I'll stop. I'll help somebody when I can help them. Makes things harder during COVID, of course, because it seems like there's so many people to help. But I hate to put it this way, not that I'm a religious person or anything of that nature, but, there's a great saying. and I actually just watched the movie not too long ago. It kind of had it in there. Um, God put you in my path. So who am I to deny that? Who am I to deny, reaching out and extending my hand to you if God put you there for me? You know, I'm going to help who I can help, when I can help, and how I can help. Because I am human. Because I care for more than just myself. You know, I have friends and family that I care deeply for. You know, I have nieces that I love to death. That I want to be able to nothing but, hopefully help give them the world. You know, brother and sister that I know, even at times, there are times we can't stand each other. But I love them to death, and I'll do anything I can for them. Unless they take me off, but that's different spats. That's brotherly and sisterly spats. It is what it is. I love my parents to death. I don't know if I would ever be the type of person that I am if I didn't have my parents. If they didn't teach me the way they taught me and didn't raise me the way they raised me. I wouldn't be the person that I am now if I didn't have some of the horrific experiences in life with dating and women and whatever. It is what it is. And I mean, like I said, this is just all my opinion. This is just me talking tonight. I'm hoping to hopefully maybe have the guys on here, either, well, considering it is Saturday, but either tonight or hopefully the next couple of days, and we'll get an actual show going, get something up there. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Get you in the feels sometimes. I think that's where I kind of got hit tonight, right in the feels. Just, you feel bad that some fucking head fuck is just a fucking cocksucker. I'm sorry, and I apologize for my language. Did I mention, by the way, this channel is not meant for children. There is going to be a lot of cursing. I have a very foul mouth sometimes. And I apologize, Dad. I don't mean to offend anybody, and if I do, I apologize. It's not meant as an offensive manner, unless you're the dude with the little dick and the big dick complex, then yes, I am totally meaning to offend you. You want to abuse people, yes, I will offend you all day, every day, and I'll beat you with a baseball bat. No, just joking. No, take that out. I apologize. I can't threaten anything like that. I would never really actually do that anyway. But it's man, it's just like, I've known too many people. Too many people have just let relationships dog them down. And it hurts so bad to watch that happen to somebody. And you try to say something. But every time you say something, you're the bad guy. You're that bad person. You're that bad, you're the bad influence. And oh my God, you don't know what you're talking about. And blah, 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 blah. But you see it happening. You're the best friend on the outside that's watching your best friend of 10, 15 years just get destroyed by this pretty guy that is cheating on her, that is trashing, basically destroying her mentality and destroying everything that she's, was once great and, and everything, somebody that's got something good going for them, and the next thing you know, turn around and they've got nothing. They're living, barely ends meet because, homeboy doesn't want to fucking do shit. And I don't mean homeboy in a derogatory sense or anything of that nature. Just, it was the first thing that came to my mind. and I apologize. I don't mean that in any type of way, shape, or form. Um, but you know, I mean, I see it from my point of view. Everybody else see it from their point of view. You know, I mean, I guess if we'll, nope, nope, ain't gonna do that one. Nope, ain't gonna talk about that. But it is what it is in the long run. And I mean, just the fact and plain and simple, like if you're somebody that degrades a significant other, like I said, whether you're straight, gay, bisexual, trisexual, omnisexual, you know, you like doing that thing where you twist around like a top and you're licking the moon and whatever. I don't care, whatever, you know. If you're abusive to the significant other, you are probably one of the lowest pieces of pond scum out there. Now that's just my opinion, and I'll put it out there. Matter of fact, I think I've said it to plenty of people's faces before too, that they're nothing but pond scum. You know. Anyway, on a lighter note, yeah, I might just delete this. Maybe. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up. Anybody wants to watch it, they can watch it. Great. If not, cool. No, I'm probably gonna delete it. Probably gonna delete it. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this, I think. I might just edit it out. It is recording, so I might just edit it. But anyway, back to the show details and everything. So, of course, my name is Sly. So, I am, the progenitor of this YouTube monstrosity that is Sly Talks. I'm Sly. I wanted to get into this because I want to be able to spread a message and an opinion, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. I've always felt like the more opinions that you can have, that you can muster, the better off that you are. And this is kind of more of a social experiment for me. I'm going to be doing this with a lot of people that I just play Xbox with. Now, granted, I have conversations with these guys all day, every day. My whole thing is I'm going to record it and we're going to see where it takes us. Probably going to take us to some pretty bad spots, but hopefully it takes us to some really good spots. If it's one thing I've known in probably the almost 5 years that I've been playing with these guys, some of them are newer than others, but some of the OG guys, a lot of these guys, I've met in real life. I've met in person. We've gone and hung out. They're really great guys, and I think they can definitely offer opinions on a wide berth of things. I want to be able to handle and look at different subjects and different subtext within those subjects, and really kind of break them down to a core opinion. Good, like I said, good, bad, or indifferent. And I think it'll be fun. I really want it to be fun. I really do. And I want everybody else to join in on this fun too. So, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I really hope that the end goal of all this is to be able to eventually one day, go out on the street and take this guy with me and be like, so, do you want to have your opinion on this? Do one of the kind of like mobile talk shows, pick a subject and talk with him, I like these little things. They're pretty fun. Uh, and I love the fact, too, that they throw them in water. I've done some really cool stuff with them. I have a creek in my backyard that I've put them in their waterproof case, like dunk them in my creek and watch it float down and watch the stuff roll by it. It's pretty neat. That's totally off subject, but that's what you get with an unscripted show that I'm probably going to delete because I think it's necessary to delete this. But it is what it is. You know, it's gonna be a ride, and that's all there is to it. It's just gonna be a ride, and I think it's gonna be fun. Like I said, I want it to be fun. I probably said it like 25 times, you know, but it is what it is. So anyway, after stammering over myself a dozen freaking times here and just kind of like trailing off into the dark abyss that I can sit here and probably have a whole conversation with myself on. I'm going to leave this up. Probably really should delete it, but I'm going to leave it up. My very first show by myself. You know, hopefully the next show is better. That's what it all is. It's all about doing your homework, right? So, gonna end this tonight on just a simple thought. Simple thought. So I'm going to pull an old Jerry Springer on you guys here. Thought of the night is our core meat. We are human. We are, at the end of the day, flesh, bone, muscle, whatever, however you want to look at us. But at the end of the day, we're human. And if you have the ability, and it doesn't have to be anything, but if you have the ability to reach out and touch somebody's life, to just give that split second of reaching out your hand and giving somebody that kind of help, you can save somebody's life by doing that. Because you don't know how many times that you hear stories online of people just in dire straits, literally nowhere to turn, and it takes one person for 5 minutes, whether it's to listen, whether it's to, you know, you don't even have to give them a ride, you know, you don't even really have to give them money. Sometimes it's just listening to somebody will make all the difference, and they'll have the ability to move themselves, you know. At the end of the day, we are human. And if you don't have to do it even often, but every once in a while, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You know, just stop, take a deep breath, open your ears and open your heart. Eventually you're going to help somebody that really needs it. You know, whether it's the homeless person that lives underneath the bridge, or whether it's the, you know, the person hitchhiking down the road trying to get away from a situation, whether it's, you know, just something. You know, now granted, don't really want to pick up hitchhikers because hitchhiking is bad, illegal in most states, and, you know, don't know if they have a knife and they're going to stab you to death while you're driving down the road. So, that is a do at your own risk. I did not tell you to do that, but I'm just saying. You know, those activities of just reaching out and helping people in their time of need can make all the difference. And I know the satisfaction. I didn't get any satisfaction really out of it all, you know, other than the fact that I know I did something right. I know I helped somebody tonight. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel really good. That makes me feel good as a human, not somebody as shut off or closed down as what a lot of people are nowadays. That makes me feel good as a human that I helped somebody. And like I said, I hope I hear back from her. I mean, just if nothing else, hear how she's doing. I'm hoping she gets everything straight with her life. And I'm hoping she really kind of gets on her feet. But it is what it is. And it's time now to go ahead and start wrapping up the show. And of course, we're going to get everything kind of winding down now, guys. And I just want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Thank y'all so much. I mean, it is what it is. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Again, come back. We'll have bigger, better shows, hopefully in the near future, with more people. And you don't have to just listen to me for 31 minutes. But again, everybody, have a wonderful night. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a great night.